Hi there guys, my name is Tyron and I have the incredible privilege of leading Love Church. At the end of March, we no longer had a building to meet in, and this took us on an incredible journey of looking at the scriptures to see the church that God wants to build. It has never been our goal to build a big church, but rather a biblical church. And it saddens me that so many people have limited their church experience to 1.5 hours on a Sunday or the building that they attend. And when we read the scriptures, we see the church being described in the following ways. Number one, they were a community that loved each other deeply, not just by their words, but also through their actions. And when we named ourselves Love Church, that is the very thing we wanted to be known by. And even Jesus said that it's by this that all men will know that we are his disciples. So the second thing is we see the church being described as a family. Now, a family is not something you choose, it's something that you're adopted into. And there are so many broken people that are looking for a family to belong. And just like when one of your family members is in need, you would do anything for them. And that is the love that we are wanting to show. Number three, we see the church being described as a body where every single person had a part to play. And we desire to see people unlock the gifts that God has given them to serve one another so that the body would be equipped and matured to do the works that God has prepared in advance for us to do. And then lastly, the church had an amazing ability to raise up, equip, and send out leaders. And we want to be a church of disciple-making disciples where we are not known by our gathering capacity, but by our sending capacity. And we want people to be the salt and the light out there where God has placed them. And so as we looked at all of this, we felt that for Love Church, the best way to do this would be to multiply our one large gathering into 3 smaller gatherings. And these will take place in homes. But once a month, we'll still gather together as the whole church, where we get to celebrate what God is doing in the individual communities, but also cast out vision that can be outworked in the smaller gatherings. What I love about going this route is that it will free us up of the financial pressure that comes from owning a building. And the eventual goal is to get to a place where we can give all our money away to the very things that God is calling us to do. So, going forward, we want Love Church to be known as a community of families. We don't want to be a church that does small group, but we want to be known as a church of small groups. So we don't know all the answers, but what we do know is that God has spoken and spoken very clearly. And we want to be obedient and walk full of faith and full of excitement into the next chapter of the Love Church story.